What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to 10 in the Pit. Today, I have finally got almost 50 games on that brand new Ebonite Turbo X. I'll put a picture of the bowling ball in front so you can see it there. It hasn't been the easiest process putting games on this bowling ball. The core numbers are very similar to the Storm Typhoon, and it's kind of close to that Motive Super GT. Except for it's not a pearl. It's a solid finish with factory crown compound. It's got that HK22. Starting to see a little bit of differences in the cover from when I first did the fresh off the press to now. I've got like 42 games on the bowling ball. I'm averaging right around 211, 212, nothing spectacular. I have noticed that this bowling ball excels Game 2. Game 3, it gets a little, what's Quentin's favorite word? Finicky. But what I'm going to do, first review of the month, so I'm going to set the score for everybody trying to beat. It ain't going to be too high. Like I said, I'm averaging 211. I'm going to start on 4, hopefully finish on 3. I'm going to zoom the camera in, hopefully get some down lane shape. I'll try to get it all dialed in. Hopefully the sound is good. Let me adjust the camera here. That should be pretty good. Alrighty, got the camera zoomed in. Hopefully the mics are still good. So I did bowl a couple games today. Trying to get the games on it for you guys to be able to review. I have a little bit more success trying to play it more in front of me than I do opening my angles. So I'm hoping 3 and 4 plays very similar to the other lane I was just on. So let's find out. So let's go 23. We're going to target roughly around board 12. Not get the ball out too far. See if it finishes. Kind of something like that. Not a bad little ball. Kind of been where I've finding most success about game 2 to game 3. It gets a little finicky. I don't know. Don't know if it's just the cover and polish compound. As the ball has kind of smoothed out a little bit, as you bowl with a polished or pearl piece, as you put games on it, the ball does dull down to your lane surface, which is roughly around 4,500. And normally your polish and your pearls are finished at around 5,500. So it does change the shape a little bit. Let's try that one more time. That looked pretty good. Fell off my shot and it held. Very good. Okay. Oh, a little sore after bowling. A few games. Those 2 shots weren't too bad. Let's try to keep it right there. So as you can tell, if you play your angles in front of you, you can pretty much control the piece fairly well. Not a really strong ball, but it will play in some volume. All right. Try that again. Stand on 23. I'm gonna try board 10 this time. Oh, that's slow. Oh, I got lucky. I got lucky. Ooh. Tweaked a little something while bowling or something. That's feeling a little weird. But that's front 3. Oh, all right. Yeah, ball speed is definitely down. See if I can't stretch through this or something here. All right. 23, board 11. Old, very good ball. Like I said, as long as I don't play too far outside, get too steep and deep with it, ball is a very playable shape, very smooth, very controllable. Just have to find the right surface and the right condition for it. I have noticed that. Game 1, as long as you're able to move right, you should be able to use it without too much surface adjustment. Whew. All right, 23. Aiming 11. Oh, I pulled that, hold. Very good. Very good ball. Dean, how we doing, bud? So as I've used this bowling ball, you can see that I've gotten fairly comfortable with it on the right condition. About game 2. It's really right where I like it. All right, let's try that again. 23, aiming 11. Oh, I got that out. Oh, got away with 2. Got away with 2. So as you can see on that last ball, hopefully the camera angle allows you to see it, is once I got that ball out a couple more boards, you saw how quicker it wanted to drive, but not Pearl-esque quicker. All right, 23, aim 11. Try not to get the ball out as far. And I did it again. Woo! Got away with 3. Got away with 3. Well, that would be the front 7. This would be the highest game I've ever had with it. All right. 23, 11. That's more of what I normally try to do. The last couple I got outside, but you can see there is some miss room there. And with the ball not being a pearl, that's what is, in my opinion, is creating your miss room, because it's not super driving off of the friction at the end because it is just a polished solid. I think pearls are a little quicker on the back end, in my opinion. All right, 23, 11. Good ball. Good ball. All right, that'd be the front 9. Wasn't expecting to do this today, that's for sure. Oh, the infamous pin is back on 3. Like I said, this ball does give you a nice little controllable shape. Get the right conditions, the right amount of friction, and the right amount of oil, and the ball does really well. .23, we're going to stay right around that 11 part. It's been working this whole time. Oh, I got that out. So I missed at the arrows by a board, which made it creep out about 2 more boards down lane. And it recovered well. That'd be the front 10. Definitely was not expecting that. Okay. All right, 23, right around that 11 mark. Pulled it. Oh, got away with that. I was inside by a couple of boards. I missed at the arrows by at least a board. So, oh, okay. Got rid of that pin though. That was getting a little crazy in the head there. So that'd be front 11. All right, I guess don't change anything, right? Just throw the same ball. .23, 11. Got that out a little bit. So the balls that I said that I was getting out a little bit, it changes the shape just a little bit. And I'm just talking by a board, maybe two. We're not talking by a lot. I try to be fairly accurate at the arrows. Whew. All right, well, wasn't expecting that tonight. That would be a 300 with that brand new Turbo X. All righty, boys and girls, children of all ages. That would be, see if I can zoom in a little bit there. I'll have to zoom in editing. But that would be a 300 with that brand new Ebonite Turbo X. Alrighty, boys and girls, children of all ages, that would be a 300 with that brand new Ebonite Turbo X. All the way throughout the video, you heard me say how much I like, or in the last couple of videos, you have heard me say how much I like my smaller symmetrical pieces. This fits right into my wheelhouse. This, for the first 42 games, now 43, it wasn't as forgiving as it was today. It would leave me a lot of 8 pins, a lot of 9 pins, definitely some 10 pins. That's why I was very tempted to hit it with some surface to get the ball to check a little earlier. Really glad I didn't now for the review because that looks really good. I like that. Similar numbers to the Storm Typhoon and to the Motive Super GT. But the Typhoon and the Super GT are both pearls. This is a solid finished in Crown Factory compound, which is just a polished solid. It does have the HK22 cover. As you got to see, if you keep your angles in front of you, it is a very controllable piece. For the fresh off the press, which I believe was not even 7 days ago, 8 days ago, maybe. I tried to open my angles up. I thought maybe it liked a little bit more of the angles being opened. But as you can tell, keeping it in front of you and keeping it controlled, it does very well. Like I said, it wasn't this forgiving for the first 40 games. This makes me really appreciate the ball a little bit more, but it doesn't change my review that much. Good little piece. Even though I have a great game with it for the channel, doesn't change my opinion. I'm going to go through the same questions that I normally do with all the guys. Fresh off the press, I did say it was worth my initial investment, kind of. If I were to answer that question today, if it was worth my initial investment, yeah, it's a small symmetrical solid finished with polish. It plays very well. You just saw that. If I had to buy another one, would I? Now, this is the part where it gets difficult. Everybody thinks, oh, because we shot a bad score, we give it a low review. That's not the case at all. I just shot a really great score, and it's not going to change my review. I probably wouldn't buy another one again. Yes, it was good, but for the first 40 games, it wasn't that forgiving. I got away with a couple tonight. The bowling gods are on my side, maybe. I don't know. Maybe the old bowling gods and not the new. I don't know, depending on what you believe in. Not a bad little ball, but it's nothing really fantastic. The first 40 games, I struggled with it. I bowled with it on sport pattern. I bowled with it on house pattern. I could not quite find the line until I started keeping it tighter and keeping everything in front of me more. Then the ball got a little bit more playable. The whole time that I was throwing it, I was thinking about adjusting the surface so that, like I said, just because I shot a 300 doesn't mean it's going to change my opinion too much. It's kind of like the GB5 with Bryant. He shot a 300 or no, an 800 with that, and it didn't change his opinion either. Not that great of a bowling ball. This one here, I probably wouldn't buy again. Like I said, if I really wanted to, I would probably go Max Thrill, solid. But then again, not a bad little ball. It really isn't. It's nothing to write home about. It's nothing to, and it's not horrible. It's that medium Right in the middle of the pack bowling ball, in my opinion. Would I buy another one? Probably not. Would I recommend it? Definitely. There's a lot of guys out there that pearls are just a little bit too long. This isn't as long as a pearl. Even though it's got the polish on it, it's got that surface cover, that solid cover, so it does play a little bit earlier, not that much earlier because of the polish, but it's easy and quick to adjust the surface on this, and you can always add polish to bring it back. So I would recommend it. Not a bad little piece at all. Let's see. Worth my initial investment? Would I buy another one? Probably not. Would I recommend it? Yes. 5 being, actually, I know a lot of guys are getting ready to build arsenals for the new league, so let's cover that really quick. Where would I put this in my arsenal bag? I would put it right about game 2, game 3. It allows you to play a little bit more right as the surface changes. I would probably, for a perfect arsenal, in all honesty, I would probably go, I don't have a big, strong, asymmetrical solid. Right now, I am throwing literally the Hammer Offset 3D Assault as my ball 1, my Rockstar as my symmetrical solid benchmark piece, and I would put the Turbo X right in that ball 3 spot because it gives me a little bit different shape than my Rockstar. It goes a little bit longer, gets me through the surface or the heads as they start to dry out. So yeah, that would probably be my recommendation for an arsenal right there, would be Hammer Offset 3D Assault, Rockstar, Turbo X. Not a bad little arsenal right there. It's been working for me fairly well. If you really want to get creative and not throw a hybrid game 1, RST Hyperdrive or Jackal Onyx is where I would recommend you go for a strong asymmetrical solid. Benchmark piece, Rockstar all day is one of my favorites. The new Hammerhead's not bad. I'd put those two right in that category. And if you don't want to throw a Turbo X, does work, but you can also throw a Storm Typhoon or a Motive Super GT if you can find one. Good luck. I've been looking for a couple and I can't find them. 5 being God tier, 0 being the worst in the business. This bad boy right here is a 4 all day, every day. Not bad, not the best, but a damn good bowling ball. It's a 4 all day. That would be my honest take on it. If you are in the market for some American-made hoodies or t-shirts or want to support the Pro Shop, xinthepit.com. We got American-made hoodies and t-shirts. You save 5% with the discount code CYPHER, CYPHER. Free shipping on everything over 50, I think, or 25. I honestly don't remember. Bowling ball cleaner, towels, chamois. Bowlifi. New burnt orange color. All the other guys are rocking traffic cone orange. Burnt orange, you want a 10 in the pit jersey, that link will be in the description as well. Put your name on the back, change the color, come rock out with us. If you wouldn't mind, like, share, subscribe, hit the post notification bell, and we'll see you all next time.